I'm Stephen, USSR Robinson, and you're watching Sporting Icons. Pow!
Now, when the Tyson Fury vs Deontay Wilder 3 fight was supposed to happen in July, we knew that Tyson Fury, he was sparring the likes of Jared Anderson, F.A. Ajagba, Joseph Parker, and a couple of others. But of course, since then, Tyson Fury, of course, has come to the UK, and now we are 3 weeks away. Tyson Fury has literally just left the UK and landed in Las Vegas last night. Now, while Tyson Fury has been here in the UK, we know that he's been sparring Johnny Fisher, a prospect. Is that good sparring in preparation for Wilder? To be honest, I don't know, to be honest with you. I would probably say not. I thought that F.A. Ajagba and that was probably more beneficial to Tyson Fury in preparation for Wilder. But regardless, one thing that we didn't know was who Deontay Wilder was sparring at all in any of the training camps leading up to this fight. Now, usually Wilder, he'll bring in the likes of former opponents, for example, like Johan Duapa. That would be one of his main sparring partners. Malik Scott, of course. But of course, now Malik Scott, he's a head trainer. And he'll bring in other fighters like that. Now, for this camp, it turns out that one of his sparring partners, at least, is Robert Helenius. Now, Robert Helenius, he's the WBA gold champion after he defeated Adam Kaunaki. Bit of a shock upset for a lot of people. That rematch is going to be happening on this Fury Wilder 3 undercard on October the 9th. So we're 3 weeks away. Wilder is sparring Robert Helenius. Now, firstly, is that good sparring for Robert Helenius? As Robert Helenius is going to be fighting or rematching Adam Kaunaki. You probably have to say no. Because obviously Kaunaki, Wilder, they're in no way similar. Size, reach, boxing style, fighting style, power, none of it is the same. Okay, Kaunaki, he comes forward, throws punches in bunches. That's what he does. But as far as Wilder's concerned, Robert Helenius, is he a good sparring partner for him in preparation for Tyson Fury? Now, me and I'm sure many of you, we've seen Robert Helenius fight quite a few times. Obviously against the likes of, say, Dillian Whyte, the Adam Kaunaki fight, when he fought Derek Chisora, and quite a few others. But one thing that we can probably say that maybe may help Wilder out a little bit, not necessarily the height, because Robert Helenius, of course, he's not 6'9" like Tyson Fury is. He's 6'6", 6'7", that kind of range. But his back foot game is quite similar to Tyson Fury. Robert Helenius, he's not the kind of guy who comes forward. Unless, of course, he gets you hurt, then, of course, he's going to come forward. But he's more of a go on the back foot, back against the ropes, that kind of thing, and maybe counterpunch you. That's what Robert Helenius does. Robert Helenius was once upon a time tipped to be the replacement for Vladimir Klitschko. He was highly touted, okay? But of course, he took a couple of losses that maybe he shouldn't have taken. For example, Johan Duapa. He was beating Johan Duapa, then as heavyweight boxing would have it, one punch changes the course of a fight. And of course, we all know what happened. Johan Duapa pulls off a shock win. But at the same time, when you've got the likes of Robert Helenius, yes, him losing to Dillian Whyte, I think most people would have predicted that one. He has also lost to... Who was it that he lost to? I think it was Gerald Washington that he lost to. Should he have lost to Gerald Washington? Probably not. But anyway, as far as the sparring for Wilder, it's decent. It is decent. I think that if you were to just compare, say, this particular camp for the fights that we do know, or the sparring parts that we do know, Tyson Fury, Johnny Fisher, and Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius, I think Wilder has the better sparring partner. Now, is Tyson Fury, now because he's in Las Vegas, obviously we're, 1 day short of 3 weeks away until fight night. Of course, he can get like at least 2 weeks worth of sparring in. Is he going to go back in with F.A. Ajagba and Jared Anderson and that? Who knows what's going to happen. But as far as him sparring Johnny Fisher and Wilder sparring Helenius, you have to say Wilder has the better sparring partner suited for his next opponent. But of course, we could also say that Wilder, he already knows Tyson Fury. He's been in there twice with him already. Fury already knows Deontay Wilder. He's been in there twice already. Now, I know people will say, but Wilder, he's looking to change up his whole game and he's looking to be a boxer and go to the body and all that kind of thing. Firstly, if he does do that, then that's probably his best chance of winning, to be honest with you, outside the big right hand, of course, because he's always going to have that in his arsenal. But is he likely to do that? No, not at all. I mean, he may start off that way for like the first couple of rounds, but at some point he will revert to type. But I think that the whole thing is a ruse, and he's not going to do anything different. That's what I think. But who knows? But as far as the sparring partner is concerned with Robert Helenius, it's not bad, purely for the back foot game, if Tyson Fury employs the back foot game, as Tyson Fury has for most of his fights. Of course, he didn't in the rematch with Wilder. Is that going to be Fury's style again? Come forward, the Kronk style, if you like? Maybe, maybe. In which case, Robert Helenius, probably not the ideal sparring partner for him. But I do think that Fury is going to try and outbox him this time. I don't think he's necessarily going to put his foot on the gas and go for him. I mean, he might. I mean, it worked for him before. Maybe it'll work for him again. But either way, it's not a bad sparring partner, Robert Helenius. I mean, there's probably some better ones out there, but the likelihood of him getting them was very, very slim. For example, I mean, what kind of sparring partner could you get to prepare for Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury is a unique fighter, isn't he? He's very, very unique. How do you get someone who's as tall as Tyson Fury in the 6'9" region, who moves like Tyson Fury, who can counterpunch like Tyson Fury, who's evasive in his footwork and all that kind of thing? Very, very difficult. But, for example, Anthony Joshua, when Anthony Joshua, he thought he was going to be fighting Tyson Fury, he brought in Stephen Robinson, Stephen USSR Robinson. Again, that's because of the height and because Stephen, and I've seen it multiple times in sparring, he moves the Fury style sometimes, where his back will go against the ropes and he'll do the whole herky-jerky kind of Fury style. Okay, he can do that, and he switches as well. So that's why Anthony Joshua was bringing in Stephen Robinson. So that's probably an ideal sparring partner. But of course, there's other ones. But again, unlikely. Hughie Fury, for example. Hughie Fury is never going to go and help Wilder, is he? That's never going to happen. I don't quite know what the relationship is between Tyson and Hughie, but regardless, still family, right? So that is very unlikely. But of course, it could be one or two others. But it's very, very difficult when you're going to be sparring somebody in preparation for Tyson Fury. You're never going to get the perfect sparring partner. It's never really going to happen because, as I said before, Tyson Fury is very, very unique. But I think him sparring Robert Helenius is not a bad choice, if I'm being perfectly honest. Anyway, that's my thoughts. You drop me yours. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.